Hi guys, how we doing? We're back. Time for another spooky reaction video. This time we're going back to MindJunkie's channel. If you wouldn't mind popping by, the link is in the description for this video. Please go by and show some support with the original creator. This one's 10 scary ghost videos that'll ruin your sleep. Let's hope there's some good spooky stuff that we haven't seen prior in this one. Hope you're keeping alright though. Hope things are alright where you are. And not too scary. Well, let's see if we can change that. Let's get the cans on, give it a watch, and let's hope there's some good spooky stuff.
Beth and her family live in the city of Liverpool, UK, and recently they've been at the centre of something out of a nightmare.
Hello? Wait.
It all began when Beth noticed her 3-year-old daughter Poppy waving to someone at the top of their dark staircase. There shouldn't have been anyone up there at the time, so Beth asks her daughter who she was talking to. Little did she know, this would be the start of a creepy chain of events that left her convinced her home was haunted by a ghost.
Can you tell Mummy who you were waving to?
No.
Why?
No.
Because I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, what did they look like?
No, a girl.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
And what did they look like?
It looks like me. No.
Is she mean?
Look like you.
When you wave at her and blow her a kiss, does she wave back and blow kisses back?
No.
What does she do when you blow kiss?
She just bites me.
Bite her.
Poppy explains that she
What? I mean, again, you don't get your kids involved if it's right, but we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She's blurring out her face, but she's got the nursery school.
doesn't know who it is.
emblazoned
When
on her
Beth
jumper.
asks what the person looks like, Poppy said it's a girl who looks like her. Beth asked if the girl was her friend,
That'd
but
be
Poppy's
quite creepy,
response
like.
is chilling. She says the girl is mean. Then someone off camera asks what happens when you wave to her. Poppy answers, she bites me. A few days later, Beth is sitting on the same staircase, recording another video about the strange things happening in her house. Then something unexpected happens.
This was a cut on my nose from a few days ago that had healed, and it suddenly opened up and started bleeding the second that I started doing this video. You think I'd set this up? This is exactly like the nosebleed online situation.
A small cut on Beth's nose, which has healed days earlier,
Picking her spots, in other words.
suddenly reopens and starts leaking. What's most unsettling is the leaking starts the exact moment she begins talking about the activity on the stairs.
Sorry guys, I pretty much managed to make it stop. It was basically a little cut from a few days ago that I've not touched for ages, and it was just like an obvious red dot. Suddenly as I sit on the stairs and talk about the activity that's been in the house, it opens up and just starts pouring.
Not long after, Beth begins looking into the history of the house, trying to
Not convinced by that bit.
find
like.
out if anyone has passed away there. After posting on social media, the videos got a lot of attention, and a paranormal investigation team decided to visit the house.
Get a bit closer.
Is this yours? Play with me.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we're picking up energy. If it goes to the front of Slimer.
Ghostbusters toy, man.
Ceremony. Close.
You're close. This will happen.
Early in the investigation, one of the paranormal team members places a motion-sensitive toy on the floor. If something invisible moves near it, the toy should react. As soon as he sets it down, their spirit box activates. A voice comes through, asking,
Is this yours? Play with me.
The investigators then decide to take photos of the staircase, where Poppy claims to see the girl. That's when
I mean, these random word generator things are all... I don't get it. I know I watch a few guys and they pull them out every now and then, but they do it just because they get bored of talking to the walls. So it gives them something to sort of react to. They don't necessarily believe it's the spirits, but it's just giving them something to keep them going, as opposed to just sitting in silence or repeating the same obvious questions over and over again.
they hear a loud bang from upstairs. One of them goes to check, and discovers something strange.
Right, I'm going to take one.
Stand at the top of the stairs, we'll take your photograph. Was there a knock up there?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I'm going to come up.
Brian.
Right, whoa. Absolutely whoa.
What's happened?
Slimer's moved.
The toy has moved, even though no one touched it. The team continues, this time attempting direct communication through the spirit box. A voice breaks through, saying, "The young one saw me." Later, they capture something on camera in the upstairs bathroom, what looks like a full...
I mean, there's ample opportunity by the looks. I mean, obviously this isn't the full investigation video, but there was ample space there where everything was black, where they just blacked everything out, where there's ample room for cuts and stuff like that should they need to provoke the paranormal, shall we say. But I don't know about that.
Full-sized figure standing in the doorway.
Why are you...
Something poppy was that?
No, I know exactly what that just said. You know, let's turn it off.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Guys, send that screen recording to us right now to Adam Oakley _
Poppy said.
I think it said, "The young one saw me." That's what I think that just said.
Can we see you again? In the bathroom? Oh, thank you.
Since the investigation, Beth had her home cleansed
All the gay are like, haven't they?
and blessed to hopefully get rid of the ghost. Now, Beth says things have changed. She believes whatever was tormenting her family has finally moved on. And if you thought that was spooky, just wait until you see this next one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced by that, unfortunately. I'll have to visit that channel and watch a few of the investigations and see what's what. But they just seem to be overloading with the electronic devices and stuff, to be fair. From the clips, anyhow. Be interesting to see if they'll do any quiet time and calling out and stuff without all that. But be interesting to see. I mean, it just says it's moved on and doesn't mean any further activity and stuff, but we'll see if there's any further updates from that one down the line. Let us know your thoughts on that, though.
Louis, from Brazil, claims he caught a ghost on camera. Back in 2000, Louis and his family moved into a new house, but almost immediately, they started experiencing what they believe is paranormal activity. They kept hearing strange sounds at night and would often see objects moving on their own. 9 months after moving in, Louis' son decided to take a photo using Louis' phone. It should have been a simple picture of his younger sister, who was just a baby at the time. But what appeared in that photo turned into something much darker.
Mistério, fenômeno, o que teria acontecido?
Em Marília, uma família tirou uma foto com o celular e a imagem que ficou registrada pelo aparelho até agora gera discussão.
Seu Luiz agora passa a maior parte do tempo sozinho em casa. A mulher e os filhos não querem mais ficar ali. Eles estão assustados desde que Lucas, de 8 anos, tirou 2 fotos da irmã mais nova utilizando um celular.
Bloody hell, that retro, fucking hell.
Uma figura que parece ser de uma mulher negra pode ser.
I mean, these things were barely bloody 8-bit graphics.
Vista nas imagens. O problema é que seu Luiz conta que não havia mais ninguém em casa naquele momento.
Nesse cômodo aqui foi tirada a foto e saiu essa pessoa do lado sem ter ninguém na casa. Só os 3, tá? O Lucas e a Mariana e minha esposa segurando ela para ele tirar a foto. E sair essa criança, né? Essa foto dessa pessoa do lado da minha esposa, né? Então ficou meio assustada a gente, né?
A família mora na casa de 2 cômodos há 9 meses. Ele lembra que desde o começo convive com coisas esquisitas.
Eu não acreditava muito nessas coisas, né? Assim, de ver vulto, essas. E depois que a criança dessa forma e depois vai tirar uma foto, sai uma foto que a pessoa nunca viu na vida, então ficou uma coisa meio complicada.
Right beside Louis' daughter, there's something that shouldn't be there.
Is it? They're not just a toy or something?
Something dark.
Like I say, the quality on these bloody phones back then was awful anyhow. It was barely a bit bloody Spectrum graphics, never mind.
Seen hovering next to the girl.
Afastar a possibilidade
It
de
looks like the bloody scarecrow face or something.
montagem, pedimos para este especialista em fotografia analisar a imagem. Ele relata uma série de possibilidades para explicar o fenômeno, mas se impressiona com o que vê.
Pode ser, por exemplo, algum defeito do celular, algum defeito da câmera, pode estar colocando uma imagem sobreposta a outra. Isso é algo que pode ter acontecido também, né? Esses aparelhos mais novos às vezes apresentam um defeito, acontece, né? Mas é assim, eu digo que é uma imagem impressionante, que a gente vê a pessoa nítida aqui, impressiona, mas até ser analisado certinho, eu não posso dar uma resposta precisa para você.
And Louis claims, when you look closely, it looks like a face. But the creepiest thing is, Louis doesn't know who the face belongs to, and when he showed it to his
it sort of looks like the scarecrow type with the big black eyes and the funny mouth thing.
family, nobody else
The first
recognized
one,
the
you couldn't
Até
say
ser analisado
anything.
até ser analisado certinho, eu não posso dar uma resposta precisa para você.
And Louis claims
Even on the smallest screen where it's not as blocky, it's...
when you look closely, it looks like a face. But the creepiest thing is, Louis doesn't know who the face belongs to, and when he showed it to his family, nobody else.
I mean, that one sort of looks more like a face, but it could just be pareidolia. I mean...
Recognize the face either. Louis is convinced it's a ghost, perhaps the same entity that's been haunting his family's home for the past 9 months. The photo quickly caught the attention of paranormal enthusiasts and was even featured on local news channels in Brazil. People analysed it, debated it, and tried to explain it, but
just
to
so
this
hard to
day,
make out anything,
the
just like a
mystery remains
splodge.
unsolved.
I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on that one.
Just like in previous entries, sometimes children are more sensitive to paranormal energy than adults. So, ghosts and spirits often gather around them. Sammy, a mother from South America, believes this is exactly what happened to her twin sons. One day, she is recording her sons playing, and that's when something happens that sends a chill down her spine.
Sorry if you could hear background noise during that clip as well. The bloody rag and bone man with his massive loudspeakers been doing the rounds, so you probably heard some rumbling in the background there.
¿Qué pasó?
Hopefully not. Again, with kids and stuff, so you'd like to think it's legit, whatever's about to happen, but... Did you hear? I heard a shh or something. I thought it was the mother.
As the boys run into another room, laughing and shouting, something else can be heard. It sounds like a voice saying, Sammy didn't really notice it at the time. She was too focused on recording her sons. However, when she watched the video later that night, she heard the voice clearly. Freaked out, she uploaded the video to her social media and it immediately went viral. Sammy's followers speculated that the voice could have belonged to a ghost, and some believe that it might have been the voice of a relative who passed away, telling the boys to be quiet from beyond the grave. A few days later, Sammy uploaded a follow-up.
Yo no escuché esa voz hasta que yo vi el video porque me lo dicen y ya escucho. No se parece a la voz de mi hijo, por eso subí el video, porque no se parece. O sea, yo conozco a mis hijos, no se le parece. Para mí se escucha una voz de mujer. Y otra cosa es que, pues ellos no hablan todavía, tienen 2 años, o sea, no hablan así tan corrido como se escucha en el video. No pronuncian bien las palabras aún, y en el video se aprecia donde dicen nona, nona, nona.
To this day, Sammy has no way to logically explain what she captured on camera. Many of her viewers commented that the boys seemed to be saying, which is sometimes used as an affectionate name for a grandmother in Spanish.
Oh, they're doing police car noises.
But what do you think? Did the voice belong to their grandmother who passed away? let me know.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, these voice ones are tricky for me anyhow, but again, you wouldn't get your kids involved in something that's a staged event. I mean, they're probably oblivious to that one, like if it's an overlay or whatever, but they're not exactly sort of reacting to it as such. But let us know what you think.
A man named Joel had been documenting terrifying paranormal activity in his home. It starts one night when Joel hears something crash in his kitchen, like something heavy falling to the floor. He immediately goes to investigate.
Se sigue escuchando, la verdad ya no soporto estar aquí. Ya no aguanto. ¿Qué será? No hay nada, raza. Esto ya... Ya se está saliendo de control, raza. Ya no puedo estar aquí, raza.
When Joel checks the kitchen, there's nothing there. No one. No explanation for the noise. Unnerved, he goes back to his bedroom and tries to sleep, but the noises return.
I think he needs to worry about the bloody grime or the freaking...
Son las 3 de la mañana, se siguen escuchando muchos ruidos allá afuera. Quieren abrir la puerta, raza. ¿Qué está pasando? Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío, líbrame del mal. Desde que compré ese espejo, raza. Ay.
What? What were we looking at in the mirror?
But the paranormal activity doesn't stop there. The next day, it happens again. Joel decides to keep recording, hoping to capture evidence of whatever is tormenting him.
Was something meant to have happened in the mirror there, or was the arrow still there off the white thing falling?
Se siguen escuchando muchos ruidos allá afuera. Quieren abrir la puerta, raza. ¿Qué está pasando? Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío, líbrame del mal.
What we're meant to be looking at here?
Desde que
Or is it just... Oh, sorry, he might just be pointing out that he felt the evil ever since he bought the mirror.
espejo, raza.
And showing you the mirror.
But the paranormal activity doesn't stop there. The next day, it happens again. Joel decides to keep recording, hoping to capture evidence of whatever is tormenting him.
Gente, esto ya se salió de control, gente. Ya no puedo más aquí, gente. Ayuda. ¿Qué quieres?
Probably wants to clean up, mate.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres?
What's these arrows all about?
¿Quién eres? ¿Qué quieres?
Joel is in the bathroom when he hears knocking on the door. Then, what sounds like a low, growling sound echoes through the space. It doesn't sound human. Terrified, Joel rushes out of the bathroom, searching for the source. But once again, there's no one there. On the 4th day, the haunting escalates.
Están tocando la puerta del baño. Desde que compré este espejo están pasando todas las cosas. Mamá.
What's with these random arrows, man?
Joel hears knocking coming from inside the bathroom, as if someone or something is trapped inside. Later that night, as Joel is trying to calm himself down after everything that's happened, something appears that makes his blood run cold.
Es la 1 de la mañana, acaban de prender la luz de la sala. Desde que compré ese espejo están pasando todas las cosas raras.
A peekaboo bastard.
A la madre.
There we go. Peekaboo! Moggy.
¿Qué fue eso? Eso se está saliendo de control ya.
A dark head suddenly appears in his bedroom doorway, peering at him from the darkness. Joel immediately jumps up and runs towards it, but the figure vanishes instantly.
Yeah, if it's preying on the door, wanting to be in that often, you think it would actually show itself and come in instead of just going peekaboo.
Disappearing without a trace. Joel has no explanation for what's been happening in his home, but the footage he's captured suggests something truly paranormal is at work, and whatever it is, it's not leaving him alone.
Let us know, guys, but I'm not convinced.
A man decides to investigate a local legend in Ohio. The legend centers around a hidden tunnel deep in the woods, known locally as Crybaby Tunnel. According to the story, many years ago, a devastating flood swept through the area. A group of children who were playing near the tunnel were caught in the rising water and, tragically, they passed away. Ever since, locals claim the tunnel is haunted by the spirits of those children. The man knows the legend but doesn't believe in ghosts. So, late at night, he enters the tunnel to see if there's any truth to the legend.
This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
That's pretty freaky.
Hello? Right.
He's off.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Bro. Hell no. I know you guys heard that.
It sounds like a baby crying. The man freezes. Then he turns and runs through the darkness toward the exit. And this next clip is even more mysterious.
It could easily be a mate further in the tunnel with a tape recorder or something like. But his reaction seemed fairly believable. But let us know what you guys make of it. Entertaining.
Many people believe that in the final moments before we pass away, we're not alone. Something comes to guide us to the afterlife. Something most of us can't see. But a family believes they captured evidence of this happening on camera. Their loved one was in hospital. She was close to the end, so they placed a camera above her bed to keep an eye on her when no one was in the room. They never expected to see this.
This is, I think we've seen this one before. It's pretty freaky, like.
It's like something touching her.
What seems to be a bright, glowing arm extends toward the patient, as if reaching out to her, but
there's been a few clips similar to this where there's like entities and you see like bright lights over them and around them, and it's obviously people jump to the conclusion the angels and like guiding them towards the light and stuff like that, but it's an intriguing phenomenon, like, but
there's no one standing close enough to her bed to account for it. The family claims that the room was otherwise empty when the footage was captured.
I'm sure there was another clip of a lady who was sort of talking to someone.
The family is left grappling with what they witnessed. Was this death itself arriving to claim her, or was it something more benevolent? Perhaps an angel sent to ease her transition from this life to the next.
Like I said, People sort of jump to the conclusion of angels in instances like that. I mean, it's a nice thought. It is a nice thought, but like, they've come to guide you. But let us know what you guys make of all that.
A man named Kasif Kuresi recently shared security camera footage from the apartment where his brother lives. Kasif's brother explains that many residents in his building think it's haunted by the ghosts of people who passed away there. Kasif's brother, however, is a skeptic and claims he has never seen or heard anything that would suggest the building is haunted until the security camera recorded something that he couldn't explain.
There's a few. What the hell? I mean, smoke, camera glitch, shit quality, whatever, but it is like a mist. It looks like 3 people-shaped objects coming past. The kid doesn't seem to react.
At first, viewers thought this was the camera glitch, but a boy in the courtyard seems to notice the figures and runs off as if he got scared by them. And his reaction is a bit hard to dismiss. What's your verdict? Are these?
Because he doesn't seem to like look. This is what I mean when I says he doesn't seem to react. Yes, he runs off, but he doesn't seem to look towards him as he's running past them at this point. He's looking here. But what's this? Is this a guy just stood, or is it a motorbike? I don't know. But when he gets towards the corner and they actually appear in view,
this was the
he seems to be looking the other way.
But a
He
boy in
doesn't
the
seem to
courtyard
look.
seems to notice the figures and runs off as if he got scared by
possibly.
them.
It
And
seems to
his
just lag it,
reaction
but
is a bit hard to dismiss. What's your verdict? Are these ghosts? Drop a comment and let me know.
it's an intriguing capture, that, like, because there is something there. Like I say, whether it's just smoke or mist or something, or steam from a kitchen or something round that way or whatever, I don't know. But let us know your thoughts on that. I mean, yes, the kid sort of runs away, but to me, if he was that worried, he'd be looking as he's running around the corner to see what's going on. But I don't know. Let us know.
Two friends in Indonesia were hanging out late one Saturday night around midnight. They were playing games near a small prayer hall when suddenly a strong wind swept through the area. It only lasted a few moments. Then everything went still again. Immediately after, they noticed a strange sense that they were being watched. They thought they could see something moving on the other side of the room, but it was quite hard to make out. So one of them decided to take a photo. When he looked at the photo he'd just taken, his heart stopped. Something appeared in the image that wasn't visible to the naked eye. It looks like the figure of a woman dressed in white, standing in the doorway of the bathroom. But there's something deeply wrong about her appearance. She has no visible legs, as if she's floating above the ground. The moment they saw the photo, both friends panicked. They immediately left, too frightened to stay another second. Both of them are now convinced they caught a kuntilanak on camera, a female ghost from Indonesian mythology known for haunting isolated places.
I don't know. It looks like an image overlap or something, or just a glitch. I mean, you can see why they think that. I mean, but to me, that's just pareidolia of something sort of. I don't know. I thought maybe a curtain or something, but. I don't know. Let us know. It's a interesting one, that, like, to be fair. I do like the photo ones more than the peekaboo videos.
Indonesian mythology known for haunting isolated places. MIFCO is a man living in Mexico. One night, he logs into a live video chat platform, one of those apps where strangers connect randomly to talk. Not long after searching for someone to chat to, he matches with another person and they begin talking. The other man is interested in computers, so MIFCO shows him his setup. But as the two of them talk, things take a creepy turn.
Todo muy bien. ¿Y usted qué tal?
Todo bien, aquí andamos.
¿Qué hace por aquí? Charlando.
Pues nada, un ratito de distracción.
Está muy bien.
A ver qué hay.
Está muy bien. Es más, yo frecuento mucho por aquí luego de mi trabajo. Ya tengo, imagínese, mire, tengo todo apagado ya. Me gusta igualmente charlar con la gente. ¿De dónde es?
De México.
Wow. ¿De qué parte de México?
En Ciudad de México. Ahora sí que el mero centro, la mera Ciudad de México.
Ajá.
Distrito Federal.
Ajá. Y esa es, calculo que debe ser su casa.
Sí, bueno, ahorita nos cambiamos aquí. Ahora sí que estamos viviendo con mis papás, pero me cambié igual, nos cambiamos a otra casita. Pues ya sabes, a veces con la renta y todo, pues no se puede. Pero me cambié aquí, nos cambiamos ya. Andamos aquí renovando.
Está muy bien. Está muy bien. Pues es complicado pagar debe ser complicado pagar el alquiler, calculo, ¿no?
Sí, en el mero centro de México está canijo,
Me imagino que sí. Y ellos ahora en este preciso momento presencian en tu casa, por lo que veo.
No, ellos salieron. Ahorita mi papá está trabajando y mi mamá está con una de sus sobrinas. Ahorita estoy solo, por eso dije, me voy a distraer un ratito aquí solo.
¿Y usted por casualidad tiene algún problema eléctrico o algo por el estilo?
No.
¿Cómo que no?
No,
¿Sí?
bueno, que yo sepa, no. No, todo. No.
Pero no acaba de fijarse que no sé qué hay detrás de la puerta, pero detrás de la puerta se acaba de prender una luz. Y eso no es normal.
No, pero estoy solo, pero...
La puerta se abrió. Se entreabrió. Y no solamente que se entreabrió, sino que, bueno, tampoco para tanto. Me dijeron que estaba solo.
His tripod.
No es chistoso, ¿eh? Realmente no es chistoso.
No,
puede ser un ladrón.
Yo entiendo, obvio que puede ser un ladrón,
Behind the stranger MIFCO is chatting to, the door can be seen moving on its own. MIFCO immediately notices, but doesn't say anything at first. It's only after the light turns on that he starts to get creeped out. He asks the stranger if there's anyone else home, and the stranger says no, he's supposedly alone. The stranger gets up to check, but he can't see anything out of the ordinary until, when he sits down, a dark figure appears in another doorway. When the stranger sees it, the video suddenly cuts out, leaving MIFCO with no idea what just happened.
What was he trying
His
to
head
do with the camera?
spins. Could it have been a break-in? Or maybe something paranormal? Let me know what you think happened in the comments.
Or a stitch up. I mean, I know they're saying it's strangers and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I mean, it could be anything. Like you said, it could even be just someone trying to break in or something. But weird nonetheless. Let us know your thoughts on that. It's interesting. It's funny. It's like, wait, I say funny. It's a good one. Good one. Freaky. Standing in the shadows.
Places with very deep history are often associated with ghosts and other kinds of paranormal entities. Reddit user Wordless Chorus 123 believes their aunt's rural home is one of these places. According to the OP, the house is near Mount Vernon in Georgia, United States. It's an area steeped in Civil War history and indigenous history before that. One evening, the OP's aunt took a picture of the sunset outside her house. She was alone, or so she thought. When she showed the photo to the OP, someone or something else appeared to have been there. Standing on the
Michael
porch,
Myers, isn't it?
partially obscured by shadows, is what appears to be a figure. It looks like a man dressed in dark clothing, positioned just inside the shadows. And once you see it, it's impossible to unsee. What makes this image so disturbing is that the aunt insists she was completely alone when this photo was taken. The porch was brand new. There was nothing stored there. No furniture, no object.
I mean, again, it could be pareidolia. Is there a window or a light or something here that's sort of catching the reflection or something? It's...
that could
looks
cast such a shape. To prove
believable,
this,
right? But,
the family posted a comparison photo showing the same porch on a different day. The porch.
So where was it? It was in this one?
Porch is completely empty, confirming there was nothing there that could explain this figure. Intrigued, the family began researching the history of the land. They discovered that, confirming that
Well, it's going to be around here where this window is. So there could be light and a curtain or something.
there was nothing there that could explain
I mean, it
this
does look like
figure.
it's outside, to be
Intrigued,
fair,
the
but
family
it could just be pareidolia.
began researching the history of the
making you think
land.
it's
They
that.
discovered that it was part of Creek Nation territory before settlers arrived in the late 1770s. They even found out that the house is surrounded by unmarked burial grounds. The OP says their aunt never experienced anything creepy in or around the house, but other members of the family report feeling like something was off, especially out in the front yard and on the porch. That leaves the OP wondering, could their aunt's home be haunted? If you
Yeah, it's an interesting one, that, but it could easily be something in that room, sort of giving the impression of something stood there, but it did look like it was outside the room as opposed to inside. But again, that could just be your brain sort of translating the information. But some interesting clips there. Enjoyed that. There was some fun stuff. Let us know your thoughts on any of those. The girl with the exploding zit and stuff. Good stuff. As I said at the beginning, if you wouldn't mind popping by MindJunkie's channel, the link is in the description. Show some support there. While you're hit the thumbs up, so here if you're new, leave your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, we'll have a discussion around what we've seen. And in the meantime, guys, have a good one. Don't get too scared. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.